Yeah. Apply pressure from every angle, you feel me? Yeah, you know, attack more. Never fold, man. Nah, never fold, never quit, yeah. Keep going, like, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta I smoke that dang. Tryna get M's in the bank, fuck what they think. Knock a nigga whole mouth out. Come side me, top break, throw hands like Tank. Knock it out the park like Hank. I've been doing them planks, what you got on my drink? I've been trying to keep my sane. Humanity so lame, fuck you and your gang. Speaking on the dead man's name.
SKOL Vikes, let's get it. SKOL Vikes, baby, SKOL Vikes, back again. You know what it is. You know what it is, you know what it ain't. Here we go. Make sure if you come in the chat, you like it up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Share this with any and everybody you know. SKOL Vikes, you already know. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL Vikes, here we go. Got some topics to get into today. D-Hop said what? I repeat, D-Hop said what? We're going to break it down. What does it mean? What does it not mean? Is it a chance that D-Hop could come to Minnesota? If so, how do you feel? How would you feel about it? Definitely, dog. No cap. Give me 1 second, man. Once again, make sure if you come in the chat, like it up. Support the grind. Support the channel. We got some draft news, of course, to get into. Draft prospect, Sam Hecht. Shout out to my big dogs, my Levy dogs, for telling me about Sam Hecht. So we're going to check him out, see who he is, and all that out of Kansas State. Then we got some J.J. McCarthy news. Then we're going to get up out of here, man. Once again, you come in the chat, make sure you like it up. Heavy. Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows about D-Hop. Holding in the building. What up, big dog? My dog, my brother, holding in the building. What up, home? SKOL Vikes. Let's get it. My dog holding in the building. What's the name today, Holden? What's the name today, big dog? Heavy. Let's get it. But as you know, D-Hop pretty much sent a subliminal message saying, hey, basically saying he wants to reunite with Kyler Murray. Pretty much said, hey, if the Vikings want him, holla at him. He's ready. So that's the first segment today. We're going to get into it and break it down. Now, does it make sense for D-Hop to come in the building potentially? Could he really potentially be a Viking and all that? Would it make sense? Could he, I mean, if he came in, what would he be? Can he still contribute at that high level? You know, now you know him and Kyler Murray had a solid run, but is he the same receiver? We talk about the Vikings needing a wide receiver 3. How much will he cost, and will he be worth it as well? That's the main question. You know, is he, which D-Hop would you get for sure? That's the big question. But sometimes subliminal messages turn into real things, right? Heavy. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. See what D-Hop really has to say. Understand me. Now I'm gonna get into a video, and I'm gonna break down an article as well. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. 1 second. Give me 1 second. So what this here? The hell out of here, dog. Here we go. So we're gonna start with this article right here. Star wide receiver wants to join Vikings, reunite with former QB. What is the possibility of it happening for real? That's the big question. Let me know in the chat. Do you want to see it happen? Do you think it will happen? Would it make sense? We all know the Vikings need a 3 receiver. Could D Hop be that 3 receiver and all that? Interesting, baby. Very interesting. No cap. Here we go. The Minnesota Vikings looked a lot different in the quarterback room on the first day of spring 2026 than they did exactly 1 year earlier. Last March, the Vikings passed on opportunities to sign Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, and Aaron Rodgers because Kwesi was reportedly insistent on starting redshirt rookie J.J. McCarthy, whether he was ready or not. Now, once again, they're putting it on Kwesi, but is it really on Kwesi? Who knows for real? Who knows for sure? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Minnesota Vikings doing QB search differently this offseason, determined not to make the same QB mistakes that derailed their 2025 season. The 2026 Minnesota Vikings have already signed 2 quarterbacks, Kyler Murray and Carson Wentz, that could arguably land ahead of McCarthy on the depth chart. That's the main question. What's up with Carson Wentz? Some people saying McCarthy will be the 3. Some people saying him and Carson Wentz will battle for that QB2 position. So we're gonna see if KLC is full of shit or honest, Holmes. Period. Chase Daniel, I believe Chase Daniel has some things to say. Vikings aren't giving Carson Wentz $3 million to be a QB3. This will be really interesting to watch unfold through the draft. If JJ is available, there's one obvious fit. And like I say, bro, competition is competition. If it's the 3-way competition, then it is what it is. May the best man win, period. But if Carson Wentz is really coming in ahead of JJ, that's crazy to me for real. When it started as it would be a competitive room, him and Kyler Murray would compete for that number 1 QB spot. Now it's slowly turning into, Carson Wentz is the 2, McCarthy may be the 3. How fucked up is that? Here we go. Check out this Chase Daniel video right quick. Give me 1 second. Share the screen right quick. 1 second. Here we go. Play this little clip, see what he's talking about in here. Here we go. See, people say different things, reading certain things. Everybody has different opinions. So basically, he's even saying, right, KOC is full of shit, Holmes, period. If he sits up here and says He doesn't think McCarthy has a shot. As soon as they signed Kyler Murray, McCarthy's career was over in Minnesota. I mean, hey, man, a lot of people feel like KOC is full of shit and bull shitting. Is that the case? Is that the true story? Let me reshare the screen again. But a lot of people feel the same way Chase Daniels does.
It would. I think JJ McCarthy's days with the Vikings are done. You don't sign there to be a backup. JJ's done there. No, here's my thing. Here's my take on the whole KOC Kyler situation. The second that Kyler signed with KOC, in my opinion, JJ's done there. They're not giving JJ a chance to win it. It would surprise me very much so. You don't sign there to be a backup to JJ McCarthy. I think JJ McCarthy's days with the
and that's the whole thing, right? Like people saying, why would Murray sign to be a backup or if he had to compete? That's the whole thing. The whole rumors and speculations going on. No one thinks that Murray would have signed if he wasn't guaranteed the QB1 position coming right in the door. Is it bullshit? Hell yeah. Is KOC lying out his teeth? Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, we shall see. Here we go.
Vikings are done. I do. And so that's why I think you have to entertain. That's why I think you have to entertain Ty Simpson. Like I just, you're not sure what Kyler's going to do. It's a 1-year deal, $1.3 million. I just think if Ty can go to KOC, and there's a lot of things that can happen, but with that offense, like, come on, man. A lot of answers, bro. A lot of answers.
So even Chase Daniels saying Ty Simpson, a possible Ty Simpson connection with the Vikings. Hey, Roll Tide full of pride. Would it make sense? It all depends. Here we go. I like Charles Demings. 1 second. See, you're holding in the building. My dog holding in the building. He said, I like Charles Demings, cornerback from Stephen F. Austin. Charles Demings, I'll check him out. Holden, definitely, bro. Wesley Basanti, let's see what's up. Wesley Basanti, let's see what's up. Here we go. Wesley, was it Basanti? Charles Demings. One second. Wesley Basante, linebacker from Miami. Bad. I got you, Holden. No cap. Hu Yang in the building. You will witness the same thing. Here we go, man. But yeah, so that's the big question, bro. Like, is KOC full of shit to the point where he will straight continue to lie and say it will be a real QB battle? Like I always say, bro, time will tell. Time will definitely tell. Let's see, here we go. Related, JJ McCarthy camp hoping for a trade out of Minnesota. I mean, could you blame McCarthy if he did request a trade and all that? Vikings wide receivers Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison have both stuck up for JJ this offseason. There's no doubt they, along with tight end TJ Hawkinson, are more excited about this year's QB upgrades than anyone at TCO Performance Center. With JJ McCarthy under center for 10 games, all three of Minnesota's talented pass catchers endured the most statistically difficult seasons of their respective careers. Jefferson barely topped 1K yards, 1,048, and only caught 2 touchdowns, both career lows. Just like Jordan Addison's 610 yards plus 2 touchdowns, and Hawkinson's 438 yards plus 3 touchdowns, 15 plus games played. But they're not talking about the drops. They're not talking about the piss poor play calling or none of that. They're simply, once again, just focusing on McCarthy and his bad performances, so to say. But now that Kyler Murray is in the house, Minnesota's currently contracted pass catchers aren't the only ones excited by the thought of catching passes from K1 in purple. DeAndre Hopkins wants to play for Minnesota Vikings. How ironic, huh? Once again. TMZ caught up with star wide receiver and former Arizona's Cardinal wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins Saturday outside of LAX airport in Los Angeles. There, the 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, and former top target of new Vikings QB Kyler Murray told the gossip news site that he would love to play with Kyler again, especially in Minnesota, where he would get to play next to Justin Jefferson, who he described as one of the best players in the game. And I ain't going to sit here and cap DeAndre Hopkins, depending on what he can bring to the table, what type of receiver is he? Well, he could definitely be a solid 3. Now, can you still draft a receiver? Of course. Do you still see what Ty Felton can do? Of course. But we talk about receiver 3 and depth and all that. Bringing in D-Hop. Oh, yeah. Probably upgrades your receiver 3 position right away. No cap. Here we go. Let's dive into this video right quick. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Here we go. Give me 1 second, man. Once again, make sure you fire the chat up. How do you feel about D-Hop wanting to potentially become a Viking? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know, heavy. 1 second. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you ever suffered the injustice of being a person of color in this world? If you can't beat them, be them.
Hey, new girl.
Hey. Look at what you've done to yourself.
For a new plant to grow, the seed has to die.
Slanted. Rated R.
I saw a lion in your video, and I'm like, were you in Africa, bro?
I was, man.
Whoa.
And, it was cool, man. Another day I wanted to tap into the motherland. You know, just kind of wanted to get grounded, man. You know, just trying to kind of see what the roots was. So, yeah, check it out.
Did you discover anything about yourself or about, just anything that was profound to you?
Man, I visited this tribe called the Maasai tribe. And it was just, kind of a cool perspective to see how they live and, how they do things, man. Just, being over here in America my whole life, really never seeing, that side of the world, man.
Right.
It didn't seem real, but,
right.
A different perspective for sure.
I love that, man. I love that. I got to ask, man, do you think you could have outran that lion?
No, that lion was got it.
He said outrun a lion. Yeah, right. Stop the cap for real, Holmes. That line, I hawk him down quickly and swiftly, baby. Hell yeah.
Okay.
It told me off.
Hey, well, listen, man. You know, what's your thought process right now? You know, you're at that point where you're figuring what's next. What are your priorities, like, you know, for the next move, the next chapter of D-Hop?
Man, I really don't think about it too much. I kind of take it day by day. Love hanging out with my kids, love hanging out with my family and stuff. So, man, I'm embracing and enjoying the process, man. I've always been a person who had a lot of other interests outside of, catching footballs and stuff. So,
yeah,
man, I'm excited, but I still feel like I got some ball left.
So age ain't nothing but a number. You're feeling like you still got a lot to offer athletically and between the ears too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think nowadays with social media, and a lot of people having perspectives has put a title on guys who are 30 but older. Back in the days, you had guys that was,
Like I've been saying, I don't care if he's 30, 30, 31, 32, whatever. If he can still play at a certain level or up to a certain level, I'll take D-Hop all day. You understand? Bringing D-Hop in potentially gives the Vikings another option in the draft where they don't have to per se force and draft a receiver at all. Now, should they? Yeah, they probably should. But at the same time, they could draft Kenyon Sadiq and be good. So it's all about perspective and how you're looking at it. But does his age matter to me? No. What matters is, can he still play good football? Can he give you productive minutes week in and week out? And of course, can he stay available at the end of the day, Holmes? Period. But that's the main question for D-Hop. Like I keep saying, who is he? Which receiver is he? And can he play at a high level still? According to him, he believes he can. Now time will tell. Everything will tell.
They was playing their best balls in their 30s, mid-30s. So, man, this game of football, you kind of really, of course, you do some physical things, but, certain guys, man, can go out there and play for a long time, man. That's been evident.
Yeah, and whatever you lose with maybe like a step on a twitch, you gain in like just information and like how you react, right? It's like it's a whole nother level. Like LeBron, look at LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
Not that you're 42, but
and like I said, at the end of the day, people get caught up in the age sometimes. 30 plus, it's guys who are 30 plus who still putting up good numbers in the NFL. Tom Brady played to what, 45? You got safeties and stuff like that still playing at a high level, bro. Still contributing to certain teams. Now, am I saying rely on him for the next 2-3 years? No, but you want to bring him in on a 1-year deal, maybe 2, and have a solid wide receiver 3, pay him cheap? Of course. It makes a lot of sense, bro. Period. No cap.
It's beautiful, man. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, just kind of.
And like the man just said, I understand it's a different sport, but look at LeBron. LeBron is what, 40 plus, still playing at a high level, most would say. And I don't even watch basketball for real, but LeBron James' name still rings bells. Period. SKOL VIKES.
Being older, to me, I take it as a challenge to work harder. Work on my diet, go out and do things, a little different. But man, I embrace it, man. I love the game, so whatever's next is next.
So it's not like, like I'm going to I'm trying to win a championship, or you just want to be with good people.
Man, that's it, man.
That's
I
it.
want to be around good people, man, that love the game, and just be able to give some knowledge, if I can, to some younger players. I played this game for 13 seasons, man. So, I think it's a blessing to be able to see other guys grow and help their development.
Last question. Kyler Murray, obviously you guys have history.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about him in Minnesota? And would you if that was the way that the dice rolled, would you be happy to rejoin him?
Oh man, Kyler, that's my boy, man. Kyler like family. I talked to Kyler throughout the year last year. I talked to Kyler, after his situation.
Yeah.
It's on. So, man, Kyler like family, man. I would always, embrace, that journey with him. He's on a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, man, whatever I could do, for someone like that, if Kyler needed me, I'm there. If the Vikings need me, they know I'll be there. Justin Jefferson, the Vikings got if not one of the best receivers in the game.
You think he'd fit?
I was on mute. But yeah, Vikings, get it done. You heard what he said. You heard what he said, huh? Hey, the Vikings want me. Holla at me. Holla at them, Vikings. Brzezinski, KLC, Matt. Get him in the building, bro. 1 year, fair deal, cheap deal as well. Ain't got to pay him too much. Solid receiver 3. Continue to develop Felton, maybe. Or like I say, draft a Kenyon Sadiq or another receiver in a draft, bro. Period. But make it work. Make it shake and bake. Heavy. SKOL VIKES. Cody Fullen in the building. My dog Cody Fullen in the building. What up, Holmes? Heavy, man. SKOL VIKES, bro. Heavy. You hear me? No doubt. We can use him as a number 3 receiver. Pay him for cheap. Big facts, Cody. Big facts, dog. No cap. He did good with Kyler Murray. I know he is older, but he would be good in the red zone. KLC doesn't run, so why not? Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You hear me, Cody? I'm all for it, dog. No cap for real. They want to bring Hopkins in on a cheap deal. I'm with it for sure. Let's get it. Heavy.
Been well there.
I think Kyler fit in perfect there, man. I think Kyler is, man, one of the best accurate quarterbacks in the game, man. And his stats show that.
Hey, well, listen, man. Hey, blessings to you on your next, whatever the decision is and whatever it goes, man. You're a solid dude, man. I appreciate you, man. That's what's up.
And that's pretty much it for the video. I think I'm going to do one more article of B-Hop just to get a different point of view and perspective as well. Give me 1 second, Holmes, period. But yeah, once again, let me know in the chat, how do you feel about DeAndre Hopkins potentially coming to Minnesota? Do you agree with it or disagree with it? I believe he'll be a solid 3, bro, for real. Not even going to lie to you. Not even going to lie to you, bro, for real. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go. Boom, boom. Pretty much the same thing we saw in some of the last vid. I'm going to skip down a little bit. Basically saying, Kyler, that's my bro, man. Hold on 1 second, bro. 1 second. Kyler, that's my bro, man. Hopkins said Kyler is like family. Whatever I can do for someone like that. If Kyler needed me, if the Vikings needed me, they know I'll be there. The more pressing question for Hopkins is whether the Vikings envision a spot for him in the lineup. The depth chart is led by Justin Jefferson, obviously. Jordan Addison is the number 2 as he approaches the last year of his first round rookie deal. The question of whether they'll exercise his 5th-year option may not be the no-brainer it once seemed to be. Jalen Naylor, mainly a slot receiver, left in free agency. Hopkins has a specific and unique skill set. He displayed it during Saturday's flag football event, boxing out an overmatched Team USA defender to make a one-handed catch of the undersized ball. So we talking about flag football here now, no cap. Hopkins turns 34 in June. He overlapped with Murray in Arizona from 2020 through 22. He caught the Hail Mary touchdown pass amid a sea of Buffalo defenders, capping arguably the highlight of Murray's career to date. Here we go. The challenge becomes setting aside Hopkins' past achievements and assessing his expected contributions as of 2026. He had limited opportunities with the Ravens in 25, catching 41 passes on 59 targets for 437 yards and 4 touchdowns. Still, Hopkins could be a potent weapon in the red zone, giving Murray an option for jump balls in the back corner if/when the defense focuses on Jefferson. That's pretty much for that article right there, you know. But yeah, see there, and once again, people talking about assuming Kyler Murray will be the starter. That's the main story right there. That's what everyone is assuming, right? Right. But if this is a competition, we don't know who will be the starter yet, bruh. Period. Here we go. So once again, fire the chat up. Let me know if you want Hopkins in the building or you don't want Hopkins in the building, baby. No, let's get it. Let's get it. Now we're going to get into some JJ McCarthy news, the next segment of the live. Once again, make sure if you come in the chat, you like it up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell as well. Takes less than 1 second. Support the grind, support the channel, and let's get it, dog. SKOL Vikes. Give me 1 second here. So we know it's a lot of trade rumors about McCarthy. We're going to see what the Vikings allegedly have to say about that first. You know? 1 second. See. Oh my, okay, here we go. Here we go. My bad, man. Be muting it back and forth. Here we go. I'm good. We here. He said, yeah, D Hop said it. No doubt, Dre. Hey, that boy D Hop ready to lock in with the Vikes, man. That boy, that boy ready to lock in with the Vikes, man. No cap. Lamont in the building. What up, big dog? All is good. All is well. What up, Holmes? Let's get it, bro. School Vikes. I'm good. Let me know. We good now. Let me know. Mouse catcher in the building. I think you're muted. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I think I'm good now. I should be good now. Here we go. But we know it's been a lot of talks about McCarthy and the potential that the Vikings will trade McCarthy. Some people saying differently, so many different stories out there. But according to MSN and certain recent news articles, the Vikings will hold off on trading McCarthy. Big facts. He said we good. Lamont said we good. Let's get it. Northfield's in the building. What up, big dog? You're good now. You're on. Good now. Let's get it, man. Score Vikes. Here we go. Shout out Northfield's in the building. Shout out my dog Northfield's in the building. Heavy. Score Vikes. Again, speculation. Remember, off-season soap opera. Lamont, big facts, man. The court, Lamont, the question is, what is true, what is not true? Only thing I want to know, will it be a fair competition at the end of the day? That's all I want to know, bro. Let's get into it and break it down. Vikings hold off on McCarthy trade. The Minnesota Vikings are keeping 23-year-old quarterback J.J. McCarthy in the mix, despite adding Kyler Murray and Carson Wentz this offseason. While some analysts and fans see him as trade bait, the team says the veteran signings are meant to build competition and depth around him. Now, we know that's what they mouth say, and we're going to see if their actions prove the same thing. But with KOC and the Vikings organization, we know you pretty much never know until you really know what's going on around yonder. No cap, baby. You understand me? Until we know for sure, right? Until OTAs and training camp arrives and we see, boom, it's a real competition. Ain't no bullshit. JJ getting reps, Kyler Murray getting reps, and all that, then we know for sure. So that's why I think D Hopkins is not coming unless Murray is QB1. Makes sense, Lamont. You know, you have to sit back and wonder, do you think Hopkins would say the same thing if J.J. McCarthy was the starter, right? Would he want to be a Viking if McCarthy was the starter? Period. Definitely things you have to think about. For sure. Here we go. Let's get it, bro. Make sure you come in the chat. You like it up. Every time, man. Every damn time. Skol Vikes. Vikings balance patience and competition. Minnesota's leadership says the signings of Kyler Murray and Carson Wentz are aimed at fostering competition and ensuring depth, not pushing McCarthy out. Head coach Kevin O'Connell has stressed the need to prepare multiple quarterbacks, a lesson from past instability. 1 second, I'll be back. Here we go. Says chemistry. What in jail? What are you talking about? You talking D-Hop and McCarthy or D-Hop and Kyler Murray? I mean, we talk about gelling. When's the last time Murray and Hop played together, Lamont, you know? When is the last time they actually took reps and snaps together, Holmes? You hear me? So it would be a whole new process of them building chemistry as well, right? Right. You know, I mean, D Hop wouldn't just come in and him and Murray be on the same point and be in point together and be in sync, right? It will take time and it will take chemistry, of course. And they both will be coming into a new offense. You know, they both will be coming into a new offense, having to learn a whole new system. So it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. We're going to see, though, for sure. Northfield say 90% of Oklahoma's offense is the QB playing from under center. Kyler plays from shotgun 90%. It's a lot of shotgun with KOC too, Norfish, you know? For sure. You know that boy KOC is pass heavy. McCarthy and Hopkins, exactly. Yeah, bro. So chemistry will have to be built all over again. We're talking about a new system, a new scheme. That's why I say if it's a real competition in QB battle, right, McCarthy is technically ahead of the game. He has an advantage over Murray right now, straight up. He's been in the system, but 2 years in, he knows the system. Coming off a healthy offseason where he can really work on his craft, work on his arms and his technique, his footwork, and all that. I'm going to get into an article about him and John Beck later. But let's not forget, everybody talking about Murray and this and that. Don't forget that boy McCarthy is putting that real work in. And he a real dog already. Here we go. And we're going to see if KOC has been 100% when he says, hey, this is a real battle. We're not bringing in these guys to ship McCarthy out. We're bringing in these guys to make him better and build a true competition in the quarterback room. And if that's the case, guess what? I ain't got no problem with it, bro, early. And I don't give a damn if they want to make it a three-way competition. As long as it's fair ball, fair play, right? I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I'm cool with it. But McCarthy deserves a chance to be the starter heavy. I don't care what you want to say, how you want to look at it. If you know, you know. I don't care what the analyst is talking about, the so-called experts, whoever. I could give a damn and care less. If you a true Vikings fan, you know at the end of the day, McCarthy earned the right to compete for that QB1 job, bro. Straight up. Straight up, no cap. Not saying Hopkins wouldn't pick up fast, just wanting the timing to be down right. Big facts, no cap. Big facts, Lamont Freeman, no cap. But Hopkins is a true veteran. Been around the game, been in the league, understands the game, period. That was a little of a struggle last year, but like you said, he doing his thing this offseason. He will be prepared and ready. No cap, Lamont, no cap, bro. Where the sirens at round this bitch? His speed of the game was picking up towards the end of 25. Facts, Lamont. You saw the progress. You saw the growth. If you know, you know, like I've been saying, right? If you really watch the Vikings, watch McCarthy, really observe what happened when KOC changed his ways as well. You saw that game start to slow down for McCarthy. You start to see his throwing technique become better. It was right there in front of your face. You can't ignore that fact. You know? But some people just focused on solely making JJ McCarthy the scapegoat, not trying to make O'Connell look bad, and they want to put all the blame on this young man here. So you know what it is. You know what it ain't, bro. It's all cap. Tom Pelissero is adamant that it's going to be a true competition. I hope so, Northfield. I hope so, dog, for real. Matter of fact, I got to check that and see what's up with Tom Pelissero and what he talking for real. Yes, Lamont, big facts. But I hope it is a true competition for sure. Yes, this was there in person at a couple of games, Bears and Ravens games. So you know what's up, Lamont, for sure. You seen JJ McCarthy firsthand, baby. No cap. Here we go. Strategic risk in trading too soon. Moving McCarthy now could prove costly if he flourishes elsewhere, for sure, especially given his age and limited NFL starts. Big facts, no cap. Murray's low cost, 1 year deal offers no assurance of a long term solution, making it prudent to keep a potential successor in place. The Vikings' approach reflects caution and a desire to avoid prematurely parting with young talent. And the more and more you think about it, right, and observe, the Vikings will be dumb as hell to give up on McCarthy, just about to turn 23, 10 games started, barely getting a taste of the NFL, and you see the talent, you see his cannon for an arm, the cannon for an arm he has, and you want to give up on him already? That would be the dumbest mistake in history, or one of the dumbest mistakes in history, Holmes. No cap. And y'all telling me about this and about that. Give JJ a true chance, bro. Give the man a true chance. Like I always say, let him have a full season of recovery, a full off season of putting real work in, working with one of the best trainers to do it in the game. All I gotta say is Drew Brees and Jalen Hurts. Period. And you know what they said about Drew Brees and Jalen Hurts, baby. No cap. So give the man a real chance for once. If he gets beat out, he gets beat out. I'm cool with it, you know. Of course, it's Team 9 around here, but if Kyler Murray beats him out fairly and squarely, bet may the best man win. I ain't gonna be mad at all. But if the Vikings and KOC come with some bullshit where it's not really fair play and fair ball, then it's piss poor. You know, Northfields, come on, dog. It's truly piss poor. But if they battle and they bang and they let these boys play and compete at the highest level and may the best man win for real, ain't gonna be no gripes from me. Period. He is a true winner, just like they talk about Murray's stats as vet, but yet knocks McCarthy's stats as he transitions to the NFL. Oh man, Lamont coming in hot tonight. Lamont got the hot hand already tonight, baby. No cap. That's big facts, though, Lamont. That's real big facts, dog. No cap. Heavy. Here we go. He say facts, EJ. Appreciate it, dog. EJ, are you from Bama? Oh, yeah. Northfields. Oh, yeah, dog. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride, baby. Let's get it. Shout out Bama, man. For real. Here we go. Make sure we on. Hold up. Make sure we on. Make sure we on and strong. Here we go. Analyst question McCarthy's fit. Critics such as Mike Florio. Is Mike Florio even a Vikings fan, baby? You hear me? Heavy. Huh? Yeah. Is he, man? Huh? Critics such as Mike Florio and Michael Hawley argue McCarthy's style doesn't align with Minnesota's system and suggest drafting him was a mistake. How? Why? How did it not align? When we saw vividly, Holmes, when KOC adjusted his game plan, started catering to his quarterback, put his quarterback in a system that works, we saw, bruh, firsthand how JJ McCarthy's game changed. This is what I mean right here about Florio, fake ass fan. Give me your card, bro. I took it last time. Now you might not get it back, Florio. You hear me? Heavy. Give me that bitch. Yeah. Huh? What's wrong with him, man? What he got going on, Holmes? For real. How could you sit here and be comfortable saying, oh, JJ is not a good fit? How? How, bruh? Did you see him the way he looked in Detroit? Did you see him the last stretch of the season, last 5-6 games? And no one ever wants to talk about the piss poor O-line play when he was getting his head knocked off versus the Packers, when he was getting his head knocked off versus the Falcons, right? Boom. When KOC was calling some of the dumbest play calls in history, right? Boom. But no one ever focuses in on that. Since the off season, since during the season, it's been what? McCarthy this, McCarthy that. They want to make him the scapegoat. Period. Why? Because it's the easy thing to do. You know? Come on, bruh. Mouse catcher in the building. Mouse catcher 1 in the building. What up, Holmes? He said both of them will play this year. Who will make the most of the opportunity? Hold on, Mouse. Hold on, Mouse. Expound, baby. Expound. Break that down even more, Mouse catcher 1. Why do you feel that both of them will play, Holmes? For real, what makes you think it will be a rotation? Are you saying it will be a real rotation? Are you saying it won't be a clear starting QB1? I can't rock with that. I can't agree with you on that, but that's your opinion. So tell me why, bro. Why do you feel that way, Holmes? Heavy SKOL Vikes. Here we go. As long as it's a fair shot, then I can be okay if JJ gets beat out. I just don't trust the clown. Me too, Northfields. I feel the same way. Where the sirens at, man? Come on. Coming in hot. Come on. Now, granted, hold on. Now, granted, Murray really didn't have an offensive structure as far as coaches in AZ. He had to improvise a lot. So now he enters a system where timing matters. Wait 5 to 7 seconds for play development. And what really went down in AZ? Who really knows? But besides Cardinals fans, it was problems with Murray. It was problems with the coaching staff. So it's a lot of rumors and speculations about what's going on, what went on around there too. But definitely, Murray has played with talent. But him coming to the Vikings, being coached, being around KOC, the alleged QB whisperer, weapons all over the field, of course you expect him to produce more. You expect the best to be brought out of him, but you expect the same thing from McCarthy as well, for sure. But I like the O-line better than what he had last year. Granted, it's still the off season. Yeah, we'll see, Lamont. We'll definitely see, bro. O-line play must be improved. Here we go. Development efforts and potential upside. McCarthy has spent the offseason training with quarterback specialist John Beck to fine-tune his mechanics and add touch to his passes. Team insiders are optimistic he will arrive ready to show significant growth within a quarterback group now bolstered by experienced veterans Murray and Wentz. If he fails to make noticeable strides, speculation about his future in Minnesota will likely intensify. Rightfully so. But all I'm saying is give the man a chance for real. Because injuries happen. So Mouse Catcher pretty much saying whoever the starter is, somebody's going to get hurt. Mouse Catcher basically saying they both injury prone and one of them will be hurt heavy. Oh man, Mouse said the injuries are there, huh? Damn, dog. Hey, what if they stay healthy the whole year, Mouse, huh? You know? Probably be rare, but hey, what if it happens though? So I definitely understand Mouse's point of view. He's saying the injuries will force it to be a rotation at some point in time in the season. So I get it. Definitely, bro, no cap. But you can't assume they will be injured either. Every season is different. Every season looks very different. But injuries do happen. It is inevitable. It is the NFL way. Period, bruh. But hopefully McCarthy or Murray don't succumb to any injuries, you know? But let's check out this JJ McCarthy with John Beck. Hold on. Because I think people keep missing that point and that fact of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, though? You got to understand what it means for McCarthy to be working with John Beck, right? A great trainer, a great quarterback trainer like John Beck. Here we go. Vikings optimistic after JJ McCarthy's offseason training with John Beck. The Minnesota Vikings entered the offseason determined to avoid another year of uncertainty at quarterback after a 2025 campaign defined by instability and limited experience under center. The organization reshaped its depth chart with urgency. The additions of Kyler Murray and Carson Wentz signaled a clear shift in philosophy to build depth, create competition, and protect the team from repeating past mistakes. But amid the arrivals and outside noise, much of the focus remains on 23-year-old JJ McCarthy. The former first-round pick has started just 10 games across 2 seasons, yet the Vikings continue to view him as a key part of their long-term plans. In the 2025 season, he threw for 1,632 yards, racked up 15 touchdowns, and posted a QBR of 35.6. Here we go. Vikings QB JJ McCarthy has spent a significant amount of time during the offseason in California, working with one of the premier private quarterback developers, John Beck. Alec Lewis writes via The Athletic, they have been dialed in on mechanical consistencies and applying more. 1 second. Here we go. But this is very important, bro. JJ McCarthy is no holds barred. He's putting it all on the line. And I love the fact he's going all in for himself, right? Building himself up, bro, as a better man and a better quarterback on top of that, Holmes. Heavy. SKOL VIKES. But very proud of the steps McCarthy is taking this offseason right now for sure. You can't go wrong working and putting in time with John Beck. For real. Let's see, run it back. They have been dialed in on mechanical consistencies and applying more touch. And that's one of the main things McCarthy needs to work on, right? Right. Applying more touch when the ball, really understanding when to take heat off the ball, right? There was definitely times you put heat on it, but he needs to understand when to take some heat off. Put a little touch on that thing, man. A little touch on that thing, man. Yeah, bitch, yeah, heavy. But McCarthy gonna be straight, bro. He gonna be straight for sure. The Vikings are optimistic that McCarthy will show up committed to proving he's made a major leap. For sure. Here we go. McCarthy has taken his development to California, where he has spent significant time working with quarterback specialist John Beck. The sessions have centered on refining mechanical consistency and adding more touch to his throws, subtle adjustments that could shape his trajectory. According to The Athletic Alec Lewis, the Vikings are optimistic that McCarthy will show up committed to proving he's made a major leap. The optimism comes with a much different quarterback environment than a year ago. At this time in 25, Minnesota's room consisted of McCarthy, Sam Hecht, and Max Brosma, a group with no meaningful starting experience. Now, the Vikings boast a unit with 198 combined starts, more than 90 wins, and nearly 45,000 passing yards. largely due to Murray and Wentz. Head coach Kevin O'Connell made the organization's stance clear earlier in the offseason. We've learned that we've got to get a lot of guys ready to play at that position, he said. The approach reflects both caution and strategy. Minnesota is building competition, not as a replacement for McCarthy, but as a way to accelerate his development while maintaining stability. And you hope that is true. You hope that is the case for real. You definitely hope that is the case for real. Right, right. Boom. Naylor was the only one catching all those missiles from JJ, and he went and got paid. Northfierce in the building. Big facts, no cap. Big facts, no cap. Holmes, for real. Shit, hell, even Naylor dropped some balls. Northfierce, you know what I mean? Yeah, Naylor had some drops as well. Holmes. Period. But they never want to talk about the drops. The drops. Come on, bro. It's always about McCarthy and what he didn't do or did do. Yeah, huh? Come on, man. Stop the damn cap, man. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Here we go. Still, external skepticism remains. Some analysts have questioned whether McCarthy fits the system long term, suggesting the team could explore other options. Those discussions are being monitored, but internally, the Vikings have not wavered from their evaluation. The additions of Murray and Wentz are viewed as support, not signals of departure. Here we go. Financially, the strategy is efficient. Minnesota is projected to spend roughly $11 million on its entire quarterback room in 26. Balancing experience with cost control, that flexibility allows the team to invest in development while staying competitive. As offseason programs approach, roles will begin to take shape. McCarthy could open as QB3. Wow, wow. But preseason performance and injuries could quickly change that outlook. Both Murray and Wentz carry durability concerns, leaving the door open for opportunity. Kyler Murray carries durability concerns as well. I mean, have they forgot? Did they forget? Come on, man. For now, the focus remains on progress. McCarthy's offseason work suggests aware of the stakes and willing to adjust. The Vikings, meanwhile, are betting that a stronger quarterback room will elevate everyone within it. Mm. And as a Vikings fan, I mean, what more could you really ask for, right? Right. Like I've been saying, you want competition for McCarthy. KOC, the Vikings blew it last year for McCarthy. They mishandled him wrong the whole season, from the beginning to the end. So you're not, as far as me speaking for myself, I'm excited about this competition, especially if it's a fair one for real. Why? Because guess what? We're really going to see who JJ McCarthy is as a quarterback. How good is he really? What he really brings to the table and all that, right? What type of competitor he really is at the end of the day, bruh. Period. This will bring the best out of him. Straight up. Jettas know McCarthy gonna be ready. Regardless of it, they will be seeing a lot of passes from these QBs. Big facts. Yes, sir. And that's pretty much it for the McCarthy segments. Now I'm gonna dive into drafts. This probably be a little shorter live tonight as well, Holmes. But I want to get into. We're gonna look at Sam Hecht. Should I say his name right? Let me see here. Talking offensive lineman. We know Vikings need trenches, period. Make sure I say his name right. Give me 1 second. And make sure you drop names in the chat as well. Draft names, draft prospects. I'm going to get into a name or two every live, depending on how much time I got and all that as well. But tonight we're going to look at Sam Hecht, Kansas State. State. We go. Then I might drop the link after that. You want to come rock and roll with me, lock in with me, let me know for real. SKOL Vikes. Here we go. Sam Hecht. Let me know if you know about Sam Hecht. I repeat, Sam Hecht. Here we go. Before Minnesota, he only bought 4 losses. Who is he? Who is he? Lamont, who you speaking of, bruh? Let me know. Heavy, bruh. Early. Here we go. Much more to come. Oh, yeah. So we're going to dive right away into Sam Hecht, bro. Now, we know the draft is coming up. Damn near, 3 weeks away and all that. So a lot to be excited for, for real. But the Vikings get 10 picks this year in the draft. If you can't build your team with 10 picks, there was a real problem brewing. For real. One second. Before many, he only bought 4 losses. He's a winner, dog. He's a winner, Lamont. You know what it is, bro. Heavy. He's a per winner, Holmes. Heavy. Had to slide that in before the new segment. All good, man. SKOL Vikes for sure. You hear me? Heavy. Here we go. But McCarthy is a true winner. He's been a winner everywhere he's went, even back from IMG. I mean, people forgot he competed at IMG. Even after a significant injury, he came back stronger. Michigan, he was a per dog, a per winner. They want to talk about, he was in a certain system. So, and that's the job of your head coach, right? To put the quarterback in a certain system for him to succeed. That is your job as a head coach, period. You look around the whole NFL, every quarterback is in a certain system, bro. No cap. No way around it, period. That's your job as a damn head coach. So what do you mean? They talking like it's a crime for McCarthy to be in a good system? What? Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it, bro. For real. Understand me? Come on, like Shanahan did for Darnold, like Shanahan did for everybody, like Shanahan did for Purdy and all that, baby. You know what I mean? Early, every quarterback does it, right? Like Harbaugh did for Jackson. List goes on. Like Seattle did for Sam Darnold. The list goes on. You're supposed to have a system that works for your quarterback, period. You're supposed to do that for your player. Especially you draft him at number 10, your first round pick. What? Take the what and leave the what. Come on now, bro. Stop the cap for sure. For sure. Here we go, man. Let's get into Sam Hecht. Sam Hecht. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna drop the link. Want to come lock in with me, bro? Probably about 10 minutes. Like I say, it's gonna be a shorter live tonight. Probably go for about an hour 30. So I'm gonna drop the link. You want to come in and rock and roll with me and lock in with me for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Let me know, bro. But I'm finna get into this Sam Hecht draft prospect. After this, get up out of here, man. Here we go. Let's get into Sam Hecht right quick. So we got Sam Hecht out of Kansas State, hometown, Shawnee, Kansas. He's a senior, so he has experience. Prospect grade 6.23, will eventually be an average starter. You never know though. Next gen stats ranked him at 74, which is good. Height 6'4", weight 303. Arm 31.58 inches. Hands 9.78 inches. Here we go. Production score 79. 2026 Combine Center rank. He was ranked 3rd, pretty solid. Athleticism score 68. 226 Combine, ranked 8th out of centers. Top 10 there as well. Total score 74. 26 Combine, ranked 5th. So, hey, bro, he's top 10 in all the Combine rankings and all that, baby. No cap. Let's see here. Boom. Combine results, 40-yard dash, 5.1. 10-yard split, 1.73. Vertical jump, 28. Broad jump, 8.5. 3-cone drill, 7.75. 20-yard shuttle, 4.71. Bench press, kind of interesting. No bench press recorded. I don't know why he wouldn't do the bench press as a lineman, but it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day, Holmes, for real. Lamont says with the vets and rookies, big facts, no cap, dog, for sure. For sure. Kyle Shanahan, he did it with Mac Jones. And Mac Jones was a backup, first year in the system. And look what Kyle Shanahan did with him. And everybody calling KOC saying how great he is, how much of a whisperer he is. No, let him earn it. Let him prove it. That's my whole thing right there. Here we go. Overview. Hecht lacks ideal mass and length, but it will be hard to find a center in this year's draft with better technique. And technique is definitely important. It's a real thing. We see players who lack technique all the time, and it's a conundrum. So we can't ignore being highly sound when it comes to technique in football. On the O-line as well. Footwork, foot placement, hand work, hand placement, all that. It matters, period, bro. It matters. Straight up. Some players are more technically sound than others as well. But once again, what do I always say, Holmes? Coaching, the most important part of a team, for sure. Development, baby. Player-coach relationships, player development is the most important thing, period. Here we go. He plays with well-placed inside hands that help maximize his leverage and core strength. All schemes are available to him, but his athleticism will shine when activated in space. He stays sticky to blocks once he connects, but his lack of length will put him on the wrong side of the battle from time to time in both the run and pass phases. Hecht needs to add more muscle mass to his frame, but he has the consistency and tape of a future starter. Wow. Here we go. So we talk about as far as adding muscle mass, he should definitely be able to do that, no matter if he's on the Vikings or if he's playing for a different team. But putting on muscle mass, gaining weight, getting on a right nutrition program, that pretty much comes with the territory in the NFL, or at least it should, right? Right. Here we go. We're going to look at some of his strengths. Impressive blend of athleticism, agility, and core strength. Gets into run fits with proper footwork and body control. Excellent hand placement. Resets to help control and guide the block. Agile feet for smooth skip pulls around the corner and into space to lead the charge. Uses strong hands and active feet to stay connected to his blocks. That's very important as well. You cannot evade that, you know? Can a lineman stay on to his guy, stay locked in on him, clamp down, you hear me? Heavy. Without holding, with staying in control, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Very important for a lineman. And the fact he has strong hands is definitely a plus, for real. Works well with teammates on double teams and on twist pickups. Pass protects with inside hands and a wide base to mirror. Eyes work quickly to new targets when diagnosing rush games. Weaknesses: doesn't have much knockback, pop to initial contact. That all comes with what? Being in a weight room, gaining weight, getting stronger, period. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. Here we go. Can be extended and pulled off balance by salty two gappers. Average snap to step quickness to slide laterally and slow A-gap shots. Can be impatient climbing and stalking second level linebackers. Beat to the punch at times due to below average arm length. Has some trouble protecting his edges in pass pro. So your major concern would be what? Hey, Dre and Northfields, give me 1 second. Let me finish this up, Holmes. I'm coming with it. You hear me? Heavy. But your major concerns for Sam Hecht are definitely his arm length, I should say, but he can make up for that with the right skill development and the work and time put in. But basically his pass protection and pass pro. Can he become stronger is the main thing. Can he be stronger at the point of attack? Heavy, man. But that is Sam Hecht. That is Sam Hecht. Once again, drop the names in the chat. We got a long time before the draft, bro. Heavy, let's get it. What up, big dog? Norfolk. Yo.
Oh, hey, man.
What up? Read this comment, real powerhouse. No, I'm not sure what everyone. McCarthy could still be good. He wasn't injury. It's historically bad. Historically bad. What are we talking about? Come on now, Pop.
You're skipping out, man. You're skipping out.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Right there, I did.
Yeah, it might. Hey, can you hear me clear, Dre?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay. But yeah, y'all heard what the comment said, right?
Nah, you were skipping out, man.
He said, I'm not sure why everyone thinks McCarthy could still be good. He wasn't injury prone. He was historically bad as a quarterback. I said, shit, KOC was historically bad. The offense was historically bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you can't say that after 10 games.
Exactly. 10 games. That's it, man. 10 games.
I'm a run first type of person. I like to run first, and because I know the running, once you establish in a running game, your playbook is wide open. I don't, my philosophy and KOC philosophy is two different, and I see that if you ain't a 7-8 year vet in the NFL, KOC can't do nothing with you. Nah.
How you feel, Northfields?
On what part?
Just the whole McCarthy and KOC specifically.
Well, you noticed that, toward those last 5 games, he actually did very well when KOC actually started to run the ball a little bit more, and he offered him more tight end help, which, in college, JJ was a tight end hunter. I mean, Colston Loveland was his main guy.
Yep. And you should be able to use your tight end, That's the whole point of having a tight end, a solid tight end.
But I mean, come on now. Any young quarterback that is forced to throw the ball over, I would say like 26 times a game, you're asking for bad stuff to happen.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. It's sometimes you gotta ease your quarterback into it, let him learn the game, let the game slow down for him and shit.
100%.
I mean, do he even do halfback screens?
I'll be right back. Go ahead, Jerk.
I mean, do he do halfback screens? Have you ever seen any? I mean, any kind of easy throws to get the quarterback going?
Very rarely. Very rarely.
Yeah, why everything got to be deep down the field?
It's because he's a greedy coach.
Yeah, he just like explosive play.
Well, he's greedy.
Yeah, he don't know how to call a game. What you gonna do when we take these explosive plays away from you? What you gonna do then? I guess so. That grounded out game. Sometimes you just gotta move the chain. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't got no I can move the chain game. Jet sweep, just so happen to go 80 yards. Shit like that. Well, when they take that away, can you stick to the 4.5 yards of carry game and then go over the top?
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a run game. You got to be able to adjust as well. You know what I'm saying? Like when shit hit the fan, your on script shit ain't working. What's up with the off script? You know what I'm saying? Can you adapt, adjust on the fly? It's football, man.
It's correct. Every time I check my Viking news, it is a pure soap opera, man. It's getting so sickening. I'm tired of even looking at the articles, man. It's just
it's always blaming McCarthy. It's always on McCarthy. Everybody talks about McCarthy.
It's on McCarthy. It's on people contracts and all this and all that, man.
Yeah.
Man, one thing, man, a lot of this that now is finna get mental. Now we finna have people hating on people contracts because it's all out in the air now. Oh, you trying to trade this and I want that, and you know what I'm saying? It's getting unprofessional.
Yeah, I think people are really sleeping on the fact that McCarthy working with John Beck. That's a big move for him, man, for real.
I hope it pan out, man. I hope it ain't, regardless, all this man put in his work and he outperformed this man and training camp and preseason, and then he don't get the starting job. This is gonna be it's gonna get ugly.
It'll be fucked up.
It's gonna get real ugly. That's why I said, man, if you can get Ty Simpson, go ahead and get him and let him sit right now and understand the playbook and get in comfort, take it easy, because hey, go ahead and bring him up. Because I think we're gonna lose both of them quarterbacks.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Dre? I don't know if you caught that part, but I played a video of Chase Daniel talking about McCarthy, right? And he said something about getting Ty Simpson as well.
Did he?
Yeah. You know Chase Daniels, right? The quarterback who do the breakdowns and shit.
He played for Missouri and all that. I know Chase Daniels.
Yeah. He talked about how the Vikings should probably get Ty Simpson. Yeah.
I mean, that Zoe talking about he only played a year in college. So what, man? If you can play, man.
Yeah. Oh, Ty Simpson definitely can play. My thing with him, I just want him to get better under pressure. That's the big thing for me. But can he play? Hell yeah, he can definitely play ball.
Yeah, he can read the field.
Yeah, he can definitely play ball, bro. He just got to put work in, go to the right organization, take his time, and
yeah, that's why I said he can go in there. You know, it ain't gonna be no pressure. You're gonna sit on the bench. You might have to sit on there a year or two.
Yeah,
you might have to sit on there 2 years.
And that's not a problem, you know, if you're learning.
Yeah, and just I don't know, man. Y'all tell me, man. Y'all tell me something. I tell y'all everything, but I get criticized for telling this stuff, and then it come across. I got to show y'all where the news coming from, and then you turn around and see Chase Daniels talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's because you're hanging out with Bill too much.
You heard Ty Simpson come. You heard Ty Simpson come from me first, though.
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah, I give you that one, bro. Yeah, you definitely said Ty Simpson name, no cap.
Man, I'm talking about, man. I see this, and I know all the older Viking fans can see the writing on the wall too. Once I seen Murray contract and how they keep back. Once I seen Kyler Murray contract and the media keep bashing JJ McCarthy, that's why I said draft Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get him.
Well, the thing is, fellas, is if JJ gets an honest shot this year, a true shot to where he can win the actual job, and he sucks, guess what? It's a win-win for the Vikings because it's a quarterback-rich draft next year. You can sell the farm for the best quarterback you can get next year because there's so many good ones.
Right.
I like that boy that transferred from Duke and went to Miami. I like him.
Who that?
The dude he played. Duke won the ACC.
Are you talking about that?
That quarterback for Duke.
Yeah, but they had like what 6 losses too. ACC kind of.
I don't know how many, but they won the. Hey, Duke don't win the ACC championship in football. That's just a no-go.
So their quarterback pretty nice.
I mean, if you good enough to win, Daniel Jones didn't do it. Theo, all them didn't do it. They went to Duke.
But who they play? Virginia or something like that?
Yeah, Virginia were pretty good, man. I watched Virginia this year. They shocked me, man. They got some players, man. They got a couple of running backs. They got some dog running. Virginia got some talent up there, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't deny that fact, but when they come to ACC, I question the level of competition.
Yeah, the level of competition, but still, I've been in there with a lot of Virginia people in Virginia. They got some athletes, bro, for real.
Oh yeah, facts, real shit.
You know what I'm saying? It just, I guess it's just high school football. Sometimes a state might be real good, and then it might fall off, but they got some hella recruits out there now. That's a fertile recruiting ground out there now. But hey, I'm gonna just give my kudos. You won the ACC championship with Duke, man. That means a lot. That means you can play, dog.
Yeah, that quarterback. What he a junior next year or senior?
Who? Mateer?
Duke quarterback.
Oh, he went to Miami. He went to Miami Hurricane. That's how they said they put that fettuccine on him.
That guapino on his ass, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, Miami got a quarterback. Shit.
Y'all check out that Tylen Green, man, from Arkansas. I think he could be a sleeper, man.
Bad. Hey, Northridge, who you got in the draft? Who you want to see the Vikings draft? Like, who would be your first pick in the draft?
You're breaking up, man. I can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Right there, yeah.
Now, who would be your first pick in the draft?
Oh, man, it depends. If Thieneman is gone because he's risen up the charts due to the underwear Olympics, I'd probably say go with a number one defensive tackle.
Yeah, DT trenches.
Yeah, you can't miss with that. You can't never miss on the tackle. Mine is Proctor from Alabama or defensive tackle, like he said. I can't go wrong on tackle on either side of the ball. I can't go wrong. Just get the right tackle.
Right dude for the job. Yeah. Yep. I like Proctor a lot, man. Hey, if it ain't Proctor, I want Sadiq. That's my pick, man.
Yeah. I think a sleeper pick is your boy Bernard.
Jeremy Bernard.
I like dude from Alabama, Bernard. I think, man, to me, he's about the most welled off receiver that's coming out in this draft. That's Bernard, to me. Nice. Yeah, from what I see with my eyes, he's dependable. I could go to him. You know what I'm saying?
Bernard, nice, dog.
Oh, you're talking wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say, he ain't. I don't think he no first round or something. But I love to see the Vikings pick him up maybe in third or fourth round, something like that.
Yeah, I mean he could go second for real, late second.
Yeah, I mean he possibly could go late first for real.
Yeah, he got skills, man.
Yeah, but I think you got to me. From what I seen, Norris, you can count on him.
Yeah.
When he drop a ball, I'd be surprised. I'd be like,
I'll have to look him up because the guy, I mean, if we go wide receiver early, I really like Antonio Williams from Clemson. He looks like Jordan Addison 2.0 to me.
Yeah, but they were dropping a ball like hell, though, man. They had a lot of drops this year, though.
What's his name again?
Well, I didn't see him drop a lot of balls, but I don't get to watch a lot of ACC.
I might got the wrong receiver then. I might got because I used to look at Clemson football because I used to check with that. I used to argue with their fans on YouTube and shit. So they got some nice looking receivers. They nice and tall and big.
Yeah. Hey, what's his name again, Doris?
Antonio Williams.
Antonio Williams. I'm gonna check him out next one. Let's see what's up.
All right, do they got a receiver like number 6 or number 8 or something?
I think 6 was his number. I can't right off the top of my head think about it or remember it, but I think that might be him.
Yeah, because one of them was making plays and one was dropping the ball all the damn time. He'll be wide open and drop it or something.
I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him because I mean every time I looked at him, I'm like, damn, he looks like Jordan Addison.
Hey, what the call it? Hey, but hey, Vanderbilt had a receiver that was tough, or was he a tight end? What was it, man?
Now, they had a tight end who was real tough. He showed out in the combine too.
Yeah, number 17 or something like that.
I think it was number 9.
Yeah, number 9 or something. Yeah. Man.
He could play ball.
He'll be a steal.
Yeah. He had a 45-inch vert in the combine.
He'll be a steal. And he ain't easy to bring down either.
He can play ball. But yeah,
so
bro.
Who you got? You got Sadiq and Proctor.
Yeah, they'll be my top 2, either Proctor or Sadiq, man.
Man, tell me what sold you on Sadiq, man. Man, it might just be me. I just don't like Oregon, man. Just tell me on Sadiq.
Yeah, I just like his route running. He can play receiver as well. He run a 4 4-3, high 4-3. Like that's a weapon, man. And they talk about Vikings need a receiver 3. You got a receiver 3 and a tight end 1 right there.
He's kind of short though for a tight end. He's like 6'1" or 6'2".
Is it?
Yeah, he's kind of short.
No, it can't be.
Let me see, man. I don't know. Let's see here. I know
I'm pretty sure he.
I know he a ball player. Let's see. See what's up with him, man.
I mean, normally, you got all these big boy tight ends out there, Kenyon Sadiq. I mean, I think he'd be a great.
He's 6'3", Norris.
6'3". I heard he was 6'2".
Nah, 6'3".
6'1" or
6'2". I won't mind about 6'6".
Oh no,
yeah, I like a taller tight end.
I mean, you can like him taller, but you don't need a taller. I mean, and 6'3" ain't short. I mean, Hawkinson tall and he's soft as hell.
I bet that come on, man. And now I ain't gonna downgrade Sadiq to Hawkinson now. Damn, we know that much. I take Sadiq all day over Hawkinson. I don't even know Sadiq.
And then production score 80, ranked second. Athleticism score 95, ranked first. Total score 93, ranked first. So he gonna be a player, dog. I'm telling you that now. 40-yard dash 4.39, vertical jump 43. Crazy work.
Yeah.
Bench
man.
press 26, strong too. Hell yeah, I'm taking it, man. And you got the eye test too, on field play. Hell yeah. Either him or Proctor, man. But hey, man, I'm y'all give y'all final thoughts, man. I gotta get up in the AM and shit. Finna get up out of here.
I got the damn thing. I'm checking my Viking news. They got Josh Dobbs in here. I'm about to read that article. We should get him as a backup. Hell. No, let's see. KOC, Kevin O'Connor contracts, draft visits, line. Oh my gosh, we in a bad way. I'm not looking at the headlines today. Oh,
hey, what's your final thoughts, Norris?
Well, I'd say if you want to get Josh Dobbs, that's kind of crazy because KOC proved he can't work with Josh Dobbs. He doesn't work with a guy who basically works off script, and that's Kyler Murray as well. That's just my opinion, but I don't know, but I don't trust O'Clownell. Don't trust him one bit. He's a snake oil salesman until he proves otherwise.
That boy slick as oil, ain't it?
Yeah, these my last words. Viking family, let's just stick together, man. It's gonna be rough. Let's just stick together and Super Bowl of buzz with KOC, K1 Murray. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. K1 freaking Murray. I hope K1 Murray get his ass fired. But hey, I look on the bright side. Let's hope K1 Murray send us to the Super Bowl.
We'll see, man. We're gonna see, man. Hey, man, good chopping up with y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
Y'all be easy, bro.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all. Hey, shout out North Fierce and Dre in the building, bro. North Fierce and Dre in the building, bro. Let's get it. Good convo, man. Good convos, bro. I'm finna get up out of here, break these comments down real quick, see what we got here. We got in here. We're at that one already. K1 D Hop. This wide receiver group could be number 1 in the league. Shout out D Hop, bro. Definitely could be your 3. I'm not mad at it. Get him for cheap too. TDM in the building. TDM in the building. What up, big dog? Let's get it. Anyone is a center. Big facts, no cap. Big facts, no cap, bro. Vikings news today. SKOL, baby. Let's get it. It's all about money, so there ain't no fair play. You know that, EJ. Damn, Marshall Taylor coming in hot. He says it's about bread, guapino, federale, fettuccine, linguine, baby. That's how they coming, man. Damn. McCarthy still finished plus 500 at the end of the season. Should have been 7-3. Lamont should have been 7-3, straight up. McCarthy technically should have been able to play 34 games. He's so injury prone. He missed his entire first season. Powerhouse, get up out of here, dog. Are you a McCarthy hater? Let me know, Powerhouse. While you in here capping and yapping about McCarthy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. Support the grind. We're going to see McCarthy ball. Don't even worry about it. He's straight. Thank you, Dre. Shout out Lamont in the building. Lamont say thank you, Dre. Here we go. 75. Let that D in go untouched to JJ. Brian O'Neill on the decline. Right, Hu Yang, you reign. Drown out the downfield plays and make it more balanced. Real shit, Lamont. Real shit. Here we go. Been back and forth between here and Purple Insider and Finks. Lots of laugh. And Cardinals are probably taking Ty Simpson at 3. AZ Bro in the building. Shout out AZ Bro in the building. I don't think Ty going that high though, bro. For real. I don't think Ty Simpson is going that high. For real. Straight up. Man, does Murray owe you money? That boy, wow. Damn, you hate Murray, just say it, LOL. Nala in the building, Nala in the building. EJ, what's up? What up, Nala? Nala in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Marshall, 9 picks. Northwest, I don't hate Murray. It's not about hating Murray. It's just about wanting McCarthy to get a fair shake, bro. You know, everybody wants McCarthy to get a fair shake at the end of the day, Holmes. Period. Hands down, man down. No cap. Straight up. It's not about hating Murray. No one hates Murray. I'm not going to call him K1 at all. But we want to see a fair competition. McCarthy has earned a right at the QB1 spot, for real. That's what it's about, bro. It's no Murray hate. And he may have got the short end of the stick in Arizona. Could be the case. But we know Murray had his own issues too. Wanting to play the game and not focus on football. That was a fact. Of course, in his leadership, that was a fact. His preparation, that was a fact. You can't ignore. But it's not about hating Murray at all. It's about wanting to see McCarthy get a fair shot, which he deserves, period. Pretty much it for the live, man. Make sure y'all come rock and roll with me, lock in with me. You know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. SKOL Vikes, big SKOL here. Win, lose, or draw. But we come to win. You understand? Support the channel. Support the grind, man. For real. Welcome to the boogie downtown. It goes down. Once again, shout out to my subscribers, my supporters, my big dogs, and my levy dogs. Let's get it, bro. Heavy. We run the north. Believe that. Down at the levee. We going fishing at the levee. SKOL Vikes. For sure.